Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another recap of All American Homecoming Season 2, Episode 12, Behind the Mask. Now I'd like to apologize for the background noise that y'all may hear. So it starts off with Keisha and Cam choreographing for this masquerade ball. And all of the boys from KEK are basically walking around dressed up in this masquerade ball attire with the mask and everything, handing out invitations of people who are invited to the ball. And also, Simone, she has a host for PKZ. Come to find out, it's Lando's sister. Like, who would have thought that happened? So eventually, she basically said, listen, I'm around to help you 24/7 while you're here on campus. And she was like, listen, her name is Charlotte. So she was like, listen, just, take a breath, and I just want to see what you're all about, basically. So from that, they had their meeting down in the lobby or whatever. Next thing you know, walks Lando, and Lando is like, hey. And she was like, you've been ignoring my texts, calls, and everything. Basically, she wants him to take pictures for the ball, I guess, and something like that. And he was like, he was like, no, I don't want to do it. And basically, Charlotte wants Simone to help Nando come out of his shell and do it, and also go behind his back to help submit certain pictures to enter in for, I guess, something. And she was like, but he was really adamant about saying no and stuff like that. So she was like, listen, kind of like, you do this for me, I'll do this for you type of situation, but whatever. So now, Simone is stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Is like her feelings is kind of torn because like she's still trying to work on this thing with Lando, and then she's also still trying to work on this thing with PKZ. So it's like, next moving along, we got Damon. He's still kind of like in his feelings because he really wants Simone, and come to find out he was still in love with Simone. Him and Thea were supposed to do this masquerade ball event when they signed up when they were still together. And basically Cam gave him some good advice and told him to just go and see how things going. And just tell him how he feels to Simone because, come to find out he said he loved her since day one. And that day one was like 2 years ago when they was on spring break, when they visited the campus. Like, what? You've been in love with her ever since then, but it's like, basically the timing was wrong. So after that, he gave some consideration. Also, with that part of, him being single, whatever, JR takes it upon himself to tell Gabby that, he's probably looking for a date. So with the help of Gabby, Gabby sets up Damon 3 dates, and he basically goes on them. Each one of them was a different vibe, and he was not feeling it. So like, listen, excuse me, ain't no way I can do this. I'm out. So after that, Nate, he kept getting all these invitations for somebody to meet him at the ball dressed up and everything. And it was cute. Like, he got a secret admirer. Like, ooh. So basically, what else happened? Oh, Thea, she finally come to realization that, she really missed Damon, and that the breakup was a mistake or whatever the case would be. So she tells Dr. P about that. Yeah. Also, Keisha, Miss Dr. Pace, finds out that supposedly Keisha's choreographing the ball, and basically Dr. Pace has it out for her. So basically she tells her, listen, you're going to flunk this class because you're taking a paid gig. So now Keisha's on edge, and now she's all in her feelings because that's like, she really broke her back for that class. And now this teacher's still trying to give her a hard time. It's like, whatever. So she goes to choreograph the dance with the other people that's supposed to be doing it, with Simone, Cam, and all the other ones. So they go and do practice, dance rehearsal, and they can just sense that the energy was off. So eventually, Keisha decides to cut the practice early, and then you got Cam and Simone just like, He was like, hey, so whatever you got going on, you need to, figure it out what you want. So, yeah, that was that. So, after that, Coach Marcus basically invites, I guess, Amara on a date, give her this beautiful dress and everything. It was nice. It was a nice time to see. Lando ends up finding out about what Simone did because the pictures got leaked and the whole family knew. And now he's in his feelings about that. And Simone was like, listen, I ain't got time for this. Like, I don't got time for this. So that's when she got ready for her dance rehearsal. So after that, it's ball time. Time to get whisked away, have a good time, and just fill out the vibe. So everybody looked amazing in their ball attire. Oh, also, before, while Damon was doing his dates, whatever, Thea was like in the common ground or whatever, looking at her computer because she's like torn because, oh, sorry. Her match that she did when she was younger is now a world champion, and now she kind of feel like she's missing out on her opportunity to do so. And with the help of that guy, one of the guy, I forgot his name, the one that ended up kissing Simone when they was doing that little dance thingy or event, him, I don't really know his name like that. He basically gave her some advice, and she was like, I'm gonna take it. So at that time, she meets with Amara, I guess in the lobby or whatever they be at, and she basically let her know what's up and stuff like that. So Dr. P gave her some information, so that's now she felt like it was okay. So it's the ball time. So Damon's basically looking for Simone, and he just can't get it off his mind. So now he's set up as this guy named Samuel, and Simone's supposed to be set up as this girl named Desiree, and they're talking as the other people. And next, Keisha comes in like, listen, it's time for us to perform, Simone. So she gets whisked away, and at that same time, Thea comes, and she basically dances with Damon, and basically tells Damon like, listen, I miss you. The breakup was a mistake, and basically Damon was telling her like, listen, you're the type of person that doesn't live on regrets. So what you say, you stand by. So it was like, listen, you may feel this way, but I don't feel like this. Right now I'm going through a lot, and guess basically that breakup was a blessing in disguise because now he got a chance to try to get to what he really wants, which is Simone. So now Thea's heartbroken all over again. But then again, she put that emotion. She should have just stuck it out and see it fit. But, the same way how she saw tennis out, that's her main passion. She should have thought about her relationship that way, but she did it. So now, bye-bye, sayonara. So eventually, he's filling it out, had his time to think about things. Also, JR got in trouble by Gabby because she figured out what had happened. He was, she popped and was like, listen, that's for you not telling me the tea on Damon and Simone. He was like, so he tried to fix that with Damon. So he goes to apologize for not really being there, being his listening ear at the same time, being more supportive or whatever the case may be. So Damon was like, okay, that's fine, that's cool. But I got your back, whatever you choose. So during that time, Simone is on the floor still doing her PKZ stuff, as well as, having a good time for herself. At the corner of her eye, she sees Lando, and he's taking a picture and everything. She smiles, and then he comes up to her and is like, listen, thank you for, helping me get the fire out of my butt, and, seeing forth that I do have a passion and I do love what I love. So it was like that. And she was like, see, I love learning like new things or talking to you about certain stuff. And it was cool. They had a moment. Yeah, so then after that, they went their separate ways. The ball is now over. And Simone is basically on the floor looking around things, trying to, get her life right. Also, at this same time, I like how they coincide both All-American and Homecoming together. So she did reach out to Jordan in the beginning of this episode to, I guess, offer her condolences because Coach Baker passed. That episode, oh my God. The one that came on before this episode and last week's episode was such a tearjerker. Like, I literally was in tears the whole episode. It was just so sad. The way they did it is just like, wow, he was truly loved. And yeah, so she offered her condolences to him. And Jordan reached out, was like, thank you. Thank you for being here for me and Liv. And that was it. So Damon finally comes out and tells her, like, listen, I have feelings for you. I've never let these feelings go. I loved you since the first day I met you down in the quad. And now, basically, it's okay if you don't feel this way. And basically, again, Simone is just, she's stuck. And it's just like, wow. Also, she let Charlotte know that, you know, she loves tennis and she's willing to see what else is out there. So she's going to try to email her some summer programs. And basically, Charlotte, that's cool. Just keep in touch and we'll see what that's all about. So yeah, hopefully you guys kind of, you know, understood where I was going with this recap. Because I kind of felt like I was all over the place. But hopefully I got to all the key points and stuff like that. Oh, Amara and Marcus had their date. It was so cute. They was dressed up as the basketball ball theme. Looked so cute. Kind of reliving their years of dating when they was back there in college. So that was a great sight to see. Oh, and also, Keisha finally told Cam about what Dr. Pace did to her, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna let my girl go out like this." So during the ball, Dr. Pace met up with Keisha and told her, like, "Listen, I guess you're still in the class," because Keisha told her, like, "It was no way I touched that money. The money is still there, and plus it was donated to me. I could see if they gave it to her, like a check, whatever. It's a donation, so that's not the same thing as being paid." Okay, so yeah, Keisha got to watch her back because Dr. Pace is out for her. She's been out for her since day one. Like, let that girl breathe. You really breaking this girl down. You should take that as an honor of her wanting to be in your class. But, you know, you trying to tear this girl down. A black girl down. Like, come on now. Blacks supposed to stick with each other. Whatever the case may be. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. I hopefully touched on all the bases that happened so far in this episode. Because it basically revolved around the ball. And everybody getting their feelings out. So, yeah. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. Once again, episode 12, Behind the Mask, All-American Homecoming Season 2. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.